wins at Michigan.
Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah.
Austin Dillon comes to the line and will win.
Awesome, guys.
Denny Hamlin down to the inside, way to the grass. Denny Hamlin by a half a car length wins the NASCAR Xfinity Series race here at Michigan.
First time ever for Daniel Suarez. Checkered flag gets it at Michigan. This is the way to come back, by winning, and that's exactly what Kyle Busch does today here at Michigan.
And we welcome you live to Brooklyn, Michigan, to the Michigan International Speedway for today's running of the LTI Printing 200. There will be 100 laps around this 2-miler, adding up to 200 miles on the pole today. Upside down a week ago, but this week starting first, Justin Allgaier with a 38.177 in qualifying. Last year's winner, John Hunter Nemechek, looking to repeat today in the 20 car. Fuel window going to be 44 to 46 laps, so fuel should not really be a concern with the stage lengths we have. Pace speed going to be 80 miles an hour, pit road speed 55 miles an hour. Now let's take a look at our starting lineup for today's race. On the pole, Justin Allgaier. Alongside him, Sheldon Creed on the outside of row 1. Row 2, Riley Herbst involved in a wreck last week alongside Parker Kligerman. Row 3, Noah Gragson making his first start of the season, and behind them, Jeb Burton and AJ Allmendinger. Row 5, last year's winner, John Hunter Nemechek, and Jesse Love, a winner 2 weeks ago. Sam Mayer and Ty Gibbs going to start along each other in row 6. Brandon Jones and Austin Hill, last week's winner, in row 7. Ryan Sieg coming up just short last week at Texas, and behind him, Cole Custer and Parker Retzloff in row 9. Kyle Sieg and Anthony Alfredo qualify inside the top 20. Shane Van Gisbergen and Jeremy Clements in row 11. Wallace Allen and Josh Williams make up row 12. Matt DiBenedetto, who had a great run last week, starts on the inside of row 13. Carson Kvapil is back in the 88 car in row 14 next to Jeffrey Earnhardt making his first start of the season. Josh Bilicki and Patrick Emmerling make up row 16, and behind them, JJ Yaley and BJ McLeod. Daniel Dye, tough qualifying session for him in row 18, and behind them, Dawson Cram and Garrett Smithley. And rounding out your field today in row 21 is going to be Joey Gase and Ryan Ellis. 42 cars in today's race. First time we've had 42 cars since Daytona. As we take a look at our race analysis here, 100 laps, 200 miles. Stages are going to be 30, 30, and 40 laps. So with the 45 lap fuel window, we really shouldn't see fuel mileage play a factor here. Long straightaways here, so we'll see how the draft will play or come into play here in today's race. Take a look at our conditions for today. Ambient temperature 84 degrees, track temp 96, and 20 mile an hour winds facing north. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects these cars in the draft. That's going to be a strong headwind down the front straightaway. Pace car is off. Leaders going to make their way into this restart zone as the green flag is in the air, and we are underway at Michigan. Riley Herbst already making his way up to the lead. He started third as we're now 3 wide, multiple rows deep. Behind them, there's the JRM teammates, Brandon Jones and Sam Mayer pushing each other on the bottom. Now it's going to be 4 wide here heading into turn 1. Oh, contact and a huge hit into the wall goes Sam Mayer on his side. The caution is going to come out here on lap 2 after a vicious crash. As the leaders going to race it back to the line. Looks like it's going to be Riley Herbst, John Hunter Nemechek behind him. But what a huge wreck. Just absolutely violent there in turn 1. And hopefully those drivers are going to be okay, especially Sam Mayer, who I mean, he hit the wall so hard he went on his side. There you see Brandon Jones, smoke pouring out of that car. Noah Gragson, huge damage to the front of that car as well. Oh, and there's Justin Allgaier, 3 weeks in a row now, involved in wrecks. Sheldon Creed also involved in that. Let's take a look at what happened here coming off of turn 4. They're all 3 wide. They're 4 wide back there. Riley Herbst just kind of driving away here, but behind them, they all kind of just stack up. There you see Brandon Jones. They just made the slightest of contact there entering turn 1, but that was enough to turn that one car hard into that outside wall there. Let's take a look at another angle here. I'm not quite sure if the 9 moved down the track or if the 1 came up, but just an absolutely massive impact into that outside wall. There you see Brandon Jones involved. So is Gregson. Heavy damage to that car. Thankfully, they all stayed up, alongside the wall and didn't come back down the track. Oh man, there you see Justin Allgaier just barely getting clipped there. Almost got away with it, but that outside wall hard there. On board with Mayer. And here's Brandon Jones. Gregson. Oh man, what a view that was. It's just an Allgaier, just barely getting clipped. Man, that car just got spun around out of nowhere. Here's John Hunter Nemechek. Wow, he barely got away from that one. Got really lucky there for Nemechek. I mean, that is one of the hardest wrecks I have ever seen. Not just in Xfinity, but in any series. And Sam Mayer has climbed out of his car and is headed for the infield care center. We'll keep you updated on his condition, but big wreck happening on lap 2 down in turn number 1. Sam Mayer on his side after contact with Brandon Jones. And we'll be back to line him up and restart the race.
Eat like a king who's on a budget. 3 tasty options, fries, drink, and nuggets, all for $5. Wait, that can't be right. Just confirm that that's the real price. BK, have it your way.
Let's do it, buddy. Yeah, good job.
Ready?
Hey guys, it's Al. We got some rough weather heading your way. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but it is going to pour. It's going to be raining cats and dogs. I'd get home quick.
Hey, BMW.
Play my music.
Sure.
Was that a roker?
There are many ways to spend your summer, but only one will make it ultimate.
Can't believe they bought it.
The electric BMW Summer Sales Event starts now.
Welcome back to Michigan. There you see the 14 of JJ Yaley, damage to the rear of that car. Let's take a look at how he got that. So you keep your eye on the white car on the right side of your screen there. Oh. I can't explain that one. It just looks like the 91 just wasn't paying attention to where he's going. Just ran straight into the back of the 14 there. Now we've got an interesting mix of drivers at the front of the field here. Patrick Emmerling, Ryan Ellis, Jeb Burton, Sammy Smith, and Jesse Love for top 5. The rest of the drivers came in for a pit stop on lap 3 under that caution. So now we've got these 5 drivers up here, and I don't think that's really a bad strategy call considering we've only got 1 green flag lap on these tires, so it'll be interesting to see how long these guys can hold on here. Pace car is off. Leader's gonna head back into the Geico restart zone, and we are back green at Michigan. Oh, Jeb Burton there already trying to poke out a line, gonna take it 3 wide middle. He took a peek down low before that. But he's got company on the inside in the form of Jesse Love. Patrick Emmerling gonna lead him through turns 1 and 2. Jeb Burton now making his way up to 2nd. But here comes Jesse Love now 3 wide on the bottom. How about Ryan Sieg here on the inside as well. Sieg getting pushed by Ty Gibbs. Oh God, I think that was Alfredo and Jeb Burton making contact through 3 and 4. We had a couple cars drifting wide up there as well. Well, it looks like Jesse Love is going to make his way up to the lead, and we're 4 wide again here. I don't know if these guys want to be 4 wide after what happened last time, as we're now side by side for the lead. Ryan Sieg on the bottom there, working off turn 2, going to clear that 2 car, trying to take Ty Gibbs with him here. Gibbs moving to the inside. He's got his Joe Gibbs Racing teammate behind him in Chandler Smith. And now Ty Gibbs is going to make his way up into 2nd. Oh, Jesse Love drifting up the track just a little bit there. Almost contact with the 48 of Parker Kligerman. So they're going to be drag racing back towards turn 1 here. Ryan Sieg on the outside. Ty Gibbs looking down low. Jesse Love, there he is. Oh, as we have another crash here in turn 1. And it's Joey Gase, Leland Honeyman Jr., and Blaine Perkins in the wall. And there's Leland Honeyman Jr. coming to rest down in turn number 1 again. Gonna race it back here. Looks like, oh, Ty Gibbs is taking over the lead, and Ryan Sieg here is gonna fall back to 3rd. But once again, a crash down in turn number 1. And that'll put us under the caution flag for the 2nd time today. There's Joey Gase. He's got damage on both ends of his race car. Well, let's take a look at what happened here. Down in turn number 1, there's Leland Honeyman Jr. on the inside. Oh man, that was a hard hit into the outside wall for him. Looks pretty similar to what happened between Sam Mayer and Brandon Jones there. I'm not quite sure if the 53 came down or the 42 came up. From that view, it looked like the 42 just ever so slightly came up the track here. I mean, I don't know, man. That was a huge hit there for 42. I mean, it looked like the 42 came down and the 53 came, or the 53 came down and the 42 came up at the same time here. That was Leland Honeyman Jr. we were just on board with. On board with Blaine Perkins here. I don't think Blaine Perkins actually got too much damage there. Just kind of slid along the wall there. I guess he did make a little bit of contact there with the 20 or the 42. So under caution for the 2nd time today for another incident down in turn number 1.
Hey!
Hey.
What's this?
Coca-Cola Spiced. It's...
Nah, dude. It's more like...
Nah, it's...
No, it's...
All right.
All new Coca-Cola Spiced with an unexpected burst of raspberry and spice flavors.
Every time you order a hot sub from Jersey Mike's, it's grilled fresh. I call it dinner and a show. Look at that sizzle. Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Back at Michigan, working behind the pace car here to get him back going after 2 cautions in quick succession at the start of this race. Now we got Joe Gibbs Racing teammates at the front of this field. That's with that green. Pretty even restart it looks like for both lanes here. Have a couple cars on the bottom trying to poke out of line and make a move. There's Jesse Love once again. We saw him make up a couple spots on the previous restart. Chandler Smith trying to hang in there around the outside, but he's got company in the form of Ryan Sieg, as Ty Gibbs is going to lead the field out of turn number 2. 3 wide, 2-3 rows deep. It looks like they're entering turn 3. A couple cars drifting up the track there. There's Chandler Smith going to lose a handful of spots here in a matter of 1 lap after this restart. Here we are once again, 3 by 3, about 3 rows deep there. I think I saw 4 wide back there as we see another battle here between Ryan Sieg. Oh yeah, they're 4 wide here. I think that's Carson Foppel way down the track back there. As, oh, was that another car spinning? Yes, it was. Oh, big hit into the outside wall for Blaine Perkins. And this one's definitely going to take that 29 car out of the race. And also, Austin Hill involved. Last week's winner. Involved in an accident here on lap 15. Jeremy Clements as well. He needed a good run to close the gap between he and the playoff cutoff. Is Austin Hill a little unhappy with the 51 there? We saw him ride right up to the back bumper of that car. Not sure what's going on between those two, as Ty Gibbs is going to come around to take the caution. Take a look at Austin Hill here. That's the car circled on the bottom. Oh, contact with the 92 car. And then sending the 43 up the track into the 51. And then collecting the 29 there. Yeah, we saw Ryan Ellis in the 43 there. Up at the front just a moment ago. But his day, it looks like, is going to come to an end here on lap 15. Yeah, I don't know why the 21 just kept pinching the 92 down the track there, and there's where all the damage on the 51 came from. Oh man, that was a big hit for the 29 there into the outside wall. Take a look at this save from AJ Allmendinger all the way sideways after getting clipped by that 21. Somehow he's able to save it and he doesn't end up like those cars behind him. As that's John Hunter Nemechek. They're blowing up. Last year's winner at Michigan, John Hunter Nemechek, blows up under caution. And he's going to bring it down pit road, and I think he's done for the day here. So John Hunter Nemechek blowing up. We'll be right back at Michigan.
What if I told you you could get an offer on your car in minutes and keep it fresh for 7 days? With Carvana, you'll get a competitive offer that lasts for a week. Plus, you can use it as a down payment. This offer's Jimmy's. Shop now at Carvana.com.
So many choices on Booking.com, like this waterfront hotel. Even Yankees fans are loving Boston.
Oh, no.
No, we're just keeping tabs on our rivals.
While enjoying your hotel's view of the harbor.
Is that what that is?
And their well-reviewed clam chowder.
That's all they had.
Yeah.
And are those your kids dressed as Boston lobstermen?
Not our kids.
We're not?
Hun.
With millions of possibilities, you can be a fan of any U.S. city. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Welcome back to Michigan under our third caution of the day for another multi-car incident down in turn number 1. As the field now lining up behind the pace car here. Pace car gonna peel down on the pit road. Front row on this restart, Ty Gibbs and Ryan Sieg. Let's see which lane's gonna get the bigger jump on the restart. And let's see if we can make it more than 2 laps this time. Already aggressive making moves. 4 wide entering turn 1. That was Jeb Burton way down low. And then Jesse Love also making his way up into the middle there. As we race out of 2:0:15, Lawless Allen there drifting a little bit wide. But here comes Cole Custer now to the inside on Ty Gibbs. 3 wide back there. Josh Williams trying to make up a couple spots there on the inside. But at the front of the field, Cole Custer going to power on by the Joe Gibbs Racing cars and make his way to the lead. Gibbs cars side by side behind them. Ryan Sieg going to take it 3 wide there. And once again, we're seeing 4 wide entering turn 1. Let's see if they can make it through clean this time. No issues back there. As Ryan Sieg going to pass the 2 Gibbs cars here through 1 and 2. Going to get 2 for 1 here. And now Jesse Love is going to try to follow suit. Love now alongside the 81. Now alongside the 39. As we see 3 wide back there with Riley Herbst and Josh Williams sending it underneath Anthony Alfredo. We got a little bit tight there, but Alfredo gonna get the last lap there. Gonna get a huge run off turn 4. There's Cesar Baccarella trying to crack the top 10 here. If he can finish where he is right now, that will be a great result for that Alpha Prime Racing team, as we're now training around the outside. Jesse Love trying to jump out of line here and advance his position. Oh, Ty Gibbs drifting up the track a little bit there. That's going to allow the 5 to get up underneath him. A little bit of contact there between the 19 and the 5. As Jesse Love moves past Chandler Smith, going to make his way up into 3rd here. You know, with the field for the usual front runners kind of getting wiped out there in those first few incidents, we saw Austin Hill, Sam Mayer, Noah Gragson also was going to be a threat here. He went in the wall, so did Justin Allgaier. This kind of allowed guys like Jesse Love, Anthony Alfredo to make his way into the top 5 here, as we see Ty Gibbs trying to fight back for 2nd place. Oh no, that's 3rd place actually. Ahead of them, Ryan Sieg coming off a couple good runs here. Was going to finish 2nd until they ran out of fuel on the last lap at Texas. Involved in that, well, he was the car that initiated that just brutal crash across the start-finish line last week. But looking for redemption today as he rides in 2nd behind that 00 car, as we see Ty Gibbs just aggressively defending his 3rd place spot there. Chandler Smith drifting up the track. That's going to allow Riley Herbst to attempt to make a move here, as we're now 3 and 4 wide back here. AJ Allmendinger, Sammy Smith going to lose a lot of ground on that 16 car. Just absolutely no momentum there on the inside down the front straightaway. As we see Riley Herbst now cracking the top 5. Oh no, that's actually 6th place. A little bit of a move there for Ty Gibbs on the 39 of Ryan Sieg here. Entering turn 3. Going to make his way to the inside. Is he going to be able to clear him by the time they exit 4, though? Looks like the 39's coming back with the run around the outside. So this battle's going to continue here. Let's see if Jesse Love stays in line or if he tries to make a move here down the middle. 3 wide back there. Parker Kligerman, Allmendinger, Chandler Smith. As we're still side by side for 2nd. This has kind of pulled Anthony Alfredo into this battle for 2nd as well, as it looks like Ty Gibbs is going to clear. Oh no, they're still side by side down the back. Ryan Sieg, that car looking pretty strong there around the outside. We've seen the outside line not exactly the strongest through the corners, but it looks like that 39 is kind of just hanging on here around the outside. Leaders or the cars behind our leaders have close the gap to Custer here a little bit. There's Jesse Love making a move on Ryan Sieg here. Anthony Alfredo right in his tire tracks. Great run for Anthony Alfredo so far. Going to craft the top 5 here. now up to 4th place as he moves on past Ryan Sieg. These 4 cars running nose to tail as we come around. Coming to 3 laps to go in the stage here. And these stage points are going to be really important for Anthony Alfredo if he wants to make the playoffs. I mean, if he could come out here with a win today, that would just be fantastic for that 5 team. But realistically, he would want to collect as many stage points as he possibly can here, as we see Jesse Love trying to make his way back into 2nd. Or no, this would actually be the highest he's been. He's kind of just slowly made his way through the pack here since the restart. And it looks like Anthony Alfredo is also going to come around here behind him, make his way up to 3rd. Ryan Sieg trying to get back into that 2nd place spot here, working on Ty Gibbs for 4th before that. As they're all racing hard, exiting turn 2. I'm not sure if these guys are going to be able to catch that 0 car, as we see that 5 car of Anthony Alfredo moving to the inside on Jesse Love. He's going to be looking for 2nd place in the stage here. So a fantastic stage for that 5 car so far. And we'll see if he's going to be close enough here to catch that 0 as they take the white flag in stage 1. It looks like that 5's not getting in the draft of Cole Custer here. I mean, he might just be trying to defend his 2nd place stage finish. And he's liking what he's seeing in his rearview mirror, side by side between Ryan Sieg and Jesse Love. Ryan Sieg, I mean, he's made his way back into the top 3, so pretty successful stage for him after it's all said and done here. Let's see if Parker Kligerman can pick up a couple more spots. He's going to make his way up into 4th here, working on Ryan Sieg, but not quite going to be able to get there. Coming off turn 4, Cole Custer going to lead a handful of laps at the stage, and he wins stage 1. Alfredo 2nd, Ryan Sieg 3rd, Kligerman and Love complete the top 5. There you see the rest of the top 10. Ty Gibbs coming home 8th. That car will not be getting any stage points as we work our 4th caution of the day, this time not for incidents, before the conclusion of stage 1. So a lot of wild wrecks early in this race, taking out a lot of our usual contenders, and that's allowed guys like Anthony Alfredo, Kligerman to collect a bunch of stage points, and that's going to really help them close the gap between themselves and the cut line here. As we'll see if anybody makes their way onto pit road. These guys pitted back on lap 3, and it looks like everybody's going to stay out here as Cole Custer takes the lead after the restart, and he takes it all the way home to the green and white checkered flag and takes stage 1.
Parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say in life, you gotta look for the rainbows. It's right here in our new Rainbow Slush, a delicious prism of lemonade, strawberries, and blue raspberry. Discover Flavorista favorites in the Sonic app.
You wanna live free?
Welcome back to Michigan. Getting ready to get stage 2 started. I commentated the first stage by myself, but during the commercial break, I had a couple white guys come in behind me and hold me at gunpoint. So now I'm here with Jake M and Pemcraft28. We're gonna commentate the rest of this race, and hopefully I don't get shot here.
That's how it be, buddy. Hope you don't catch COVID. Or we don't catch COVID, my bad. Green flag in stage 2, 26 to go at the line.
Jesse Love already looking for the middle. You could see him kind of swapping ends on Ryan Sieg there as they head to turn 1.
Custer and Alfredo side by side here in turn 1. Alfredo hanging on tough around the outside, but Custer's going to have to run off turn 2.
There, they kind of just went all the way down to the bottom lane there, trying to get in that draft. Check the Xfinity cars. You obviously can tell they're 3 wide there. Anthony Alfredo waiting the marbles. 16 of AJ Allmendinger way down low.
Chandler Smith tried to stick his nose in there, but had to back out of it there.
Oh.
There's Alfredo.
Alfredo up the middle there. 4 wide in turn 1.
This ain't going to be pretty. Oh, let's know Chandler Smith back out of it. But he's going to block the 11 of Josh Williams. And Love going to try pinching the 5. But he also has no one on his side of the car because of Ryan Sieg. But now that he cleared him, he might be able to pinch him here in 3 and 4.
Yeah, Alfredo there. Trying to slide in line there between Allmendinger and Love. But he's going to make a move to the inside here.
You got to get around him. Looking for her 2nd place at Michigan. This ain't no play track. This, I mean, people say it is, but it's all about speed, baby.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Almost 210 mile an hour here in practice.
Cars?
Yeah, in Xfinity cars. I don't think we've seen speeds this high in Xfinity.
Not even Cup.
Yeah.
See, they're running down the backstretch. I mean, it could be the wind and the weather conditions helping them out, but still, 210, that's insane. AJ Allmendinger going to take the air spoiler of the 5 of Anthony Alfredo. Not going to really do him that much, but he's going to be able to get to his inside and side draft him here. Well, he tried.
Yeah, you mentioned the wind. It's 20 miles an hour facing north, so that's going to be a strong headwind down the front straightaway as we're 4 wide here.
Oh, no.
But a strong headwind down the front straightaway is going to kind of amplify the effect of the draft, so it's really going to be important.
Oh, no. Chandler Smith ain't going to be happy. He's going to punch him.
Yeah, Jesse Love drifting up the track into Chandler Smith there. Now we're going to be 3 wide.
Also, to those thinking that we actually did rob Penske in his own commentary booth, we did not. I'm sorry, folks. As you see there, Riley Herbst 3 wide in the back. Shane Van Gisbergen on his inside, and the outside lane is Shane Smith. AJ Allmendinger and Anthony Alfredo might as well just work together. Nobody has even matched that 0-0 speed in stage 1 or 2. So if I were in the Anthony Alfredo's position, I'd just push him down the straightaway.
It looks like he's going to do it. He's going to make the move for 2nd place down here. I think he's going to try it down in the 3.
Oh, he said it. He's going to get him.
Allmendinger going to come back around. Yeah.
What a drive. That was a great move. Normally the outside lane is so bad because people drift up to the marbles. They just overshoot it. AJ Allmendinger, though, he has that car hooked up, and he has a big run on Cole Custer. Don't know if he can challenge him, though, because Anthony Alfredo and AJ Allmendinger are pretty even. But as you see there...
Alfredo on the apron there.
I knew they just did Almirola. What in the world? Oh, what a block. He's just going to block Ryan Sieg there to get the draft to the 16. Looking at your top 10 here, Custer obviously dominating the race so far, soon to be halfway in 10 laps this time. Ryan Sieg to the inside. See the Sammy Smith up there, the only JRM car to stay alive. Parker Retzloff, Josh Williams up there, Jesse Love, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Chandler Smith. Take it away now, guys.
Yeah, we saw Anthony Alfredo make his way down to the apron there. Do you have any idea why he would be doing that, Ben?
I'm not really sure. The only thing I could think of is maybe just trying to shorten up the front straightaway. Perhaps they didn't get the car all the way full of gas, just trying to use as little as possible. But seems like whatever was going on, he's definitely backed off the pace, not anywhere close to what he was doing when he was fighting the 16 for position. See him dropping behind Ryan Sieg, getting back there with the 8 of Sammy Smith. The only JRM car still in this race, now in the top 5.
About time.
3 wide here.
Ty Gibbs, what are you doing? Why are you so low on the racetrack? Never mind, he just answered my question because he actually held it down there like glue. Park, Kligerman. Okay, he didn't do it.
Pull up alongside Ty Gibbs is going to pull up alongside Riley Herbst here. A couple black cars.
He
racing
gets
side
us Monster Energy.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. See what Park Kligerman is going to do. Is he going to help the 19 get around him, or is he going to take advantage of this and go to the bottom? My pick is... Yeah, wait. Is he... He looks like he's going to do it, but I think he actually just helped the 19 get around him. Never mind, no, he's going for it. He's going for it.
Yeah, here's Parker Kligerman now. Oh, he tried to take it 3 wide there.
He didn't get him on the exit of the corner. That bottom lane actually looks pretty good at 1 and 2. No, he didn't get it, but 3 and 4, that outside line is where you want to be. You want to be in the second lane, flirting with the third lane. Don't get too high, because the Marbles, finally, a driver challenging Cole Custer for the lead. AJ Allmendinger and Ryan Sieg and Sammy Smith now in 4th.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Custer, but looks like these two behind him have kind of just caught up, and I think Sammy Smith's getting closer and closer here.
You notice that they were kind of in a line. They were not making a move. I think they're actually working together to pull away from the pack behind them so they could just have the stage all themselves. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, I would say they definitely were trying to draft away at least for a bit, but now you can see AJ Allmendinger looking for the lead. Not going to quite clear Custer. Going to power back around, and that's going to bring Ryan Sieg and Sammy Smith right back into this.
Yeah, if AJ's not careful here, he might lose another position to Ryan Sieg here.
Yeah, speaking of drivers not happy, Chandler Smith on the radio is still not happy with Jesse Love there. So watch out for that. Actually, speaking of driver on the radio, anybody you want to talk about is AJ Allmendinger blocks the 00.
Want to mention Sammy Smith. His other teammates were taken out in a wreck on lap 2. We lost Justin Allgaier start up front, as well as the 1 and the 9. He was, I think, he was not necessarily the fastest of those of the Junior Motorsports Chevys, but showing today they've made some changes probably over that stage break because he wasn't particularly fast earlier, and now he is looking to take 3rd place and possibly 2nd. Trying to run down the leaders. There he goes around Ryan Sieg for 3rd place.
Yeah, that 8 car looking really strong right now. The only JRM car left in this race. Trailing Cole Custer. And also another Chevrolet of AJ Allmendinger here.
Well, AJ was running out of the lead.
No Toyotas in the top 7, so...
Well, Chandler Smith not changed that.
You think Toyota might be at a bit of a disadvantage at this track?
Well, then again, Jonathan Hunter Nemechek blew up earlier in the race, so I think all the Toyota drivers kind of just going to lay low for a little bit. Because I don't think, as I stated earlier in the race, but sadly wasn't captured, we actually found out it was not tape that blew up Jonathan Nemechek. It was actually the engine itself. So all those Toyota cars are being a little careful right now. That's why they're not going 100% like Ford and Chevy. As we say that Cole Custer reclaims the lead, here comes Ryan Sieg on the bottom.
Yeah, about you were saying about the Toyota engines. We saw earlier in the race Ty Gibbs and Chandler Smith battling for the lead, and then they just kind of dropped back after that caution where John Hunter Nemechek blew up. So I imagine they're just going to at least spend the rest of this stage just testing the waters, make sure the engines don't get too hot. But I wouldn't be surprised to see him fight for the lead as this race goes on.
Yeah, and there you see AJ Allmendinger losing 2 spots to Sammy Smith and Ryan Sieg, who are still side by side for 2nd.
He did it. Got the marbles. Here comes AJ, going to get right up on the quarter panel, side dropped him. But here's the thing. I'm starting to notice you can't really gain on the leader unless you have somebody behind you. For some reason, if you have somebody behind you, even in the plate cars, you just have it get a huge arrow push and pull up to that guy right in front of you. Unless Ryan Sieg changes his line, runs the bottom lane, or runs right in Custer's tire tracks to get the draft, that also give him dirty air. I don't really see any way Custer loses this stage unless they really group up here.
Yeah, and while these guys were battling for second, Custer has kind of pulled back away a little bit, and that's also allowed 5th, 6th, and 7th to catch up to this lead group.
Now, we were just talking about those Toyotas. Here comes Chandler Smith looking for 6th place.
And Big Gibbs.
Yeah, it seems like the draft is pretty strong here today. We saw that Allmendinger got a push from Sieg earlier to catch Cole Custer.
Wow.
Take a view here at Anthony Alfredo, highest is 2nd place this race. Having a great run there. That number 5 machine, R Motorsports, great run. They've still got a shot at a win today. Got to make some changes here, possibly under the next caution. So they're starting to lose this group ahead of them, but still, great run, close to a top 5. And you can see they've had bad couple of weeks here. Aside from that 12th place at Texas, we got a 21st at Vegas, 39th at Phoenix. Had a lot of trouble there, so they're looking to get their season back on track, the top 10 and possibly a top 5 today.
Yeah, their average finish is 18.2, 90 starts, 0 wins, 3 top 5, 16 top 10s, 1 pole. Average finish in a career is 19.6. This season, as I stated, average finish was 18.2. Good run for that team.
Yeah, looking to turn that goose egg in the wins column to a 1 here today.
Here comes Sieg, and he finally returned to victory lane. Or not returned, hit to victory lane. As Custer chokes.
Way out of the groove.
Yeah, we talked about the wind earlier.
I think that's actually what's upsetting
them. Yeah, the wind entering turn 3 is pushing them towards the outside wall, so they have to be careful entering that corner.
I was wondering why they're always going to the marbles. Now, I thought it was just them being dumb. No, it's just the wind. All right, I apologize, drivers. I mean, you still are idiots.
You see Sieg blocking the inside there, trying to hold up A.J. Allmendinger. You see, it seems like every time Cole Custer loses the lead, it always brings the field right back to him.
Maybe he's that fast.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is again. I'm all with him.
Sammy Smith getting by here. We'll see if Custer can get a run here around the... Oh, yeah, huge run here.
He has the draft. Another thing, you said turn 3 and 4, they're getting pushed up. Turns 1 and 2, you can see they're actually moving way closer to that yellow line, even below it. That's probably why we were seeing some drivers on the apron there in those corners when somebody was on their outside. It's because the wind was that strong.
I mean, yeah, with the wind pushing you towards the inside of the track, it allows you to kind of have a higher corner speed. And that could be what's helping these guys get a run on the bottom off too.
Probably. I mean, then again, I've been at Picks Creek. Wind speed 168 miles an hour and the temperature is negative 40. I think I'll be fine in there.
I didn't know we were on Mars.
Actually, let me restate my comment. Picks Creek temperature at this time I'm saying this, negative 140. But they're still fine. It's in Canada. They'll be fine with it. Back to the race. AJ is pushing Ryan Sieg, as I stated. He now moves to the inside. Cole Custer getting his main back up here. Sammy Smith took third from him, but now he's going to back to fourth. Shannon Smith, Ty Gibbs. We thought they're going to be fighting for the lead as Ryan Sieg just hands it to AJ Allmendinger. Smith and Gibbs.
I think these front two right now are just going to want to try their best to hold off Cole Custer, who clearly has the best car.
Oh my God. Did you see that run?
Huge run there down the front stretch.
I don't know if that's just him, those Ford motors being that fast, or is the draft really this strong in these Xfinity cars with no spoiler? I think I'm rolling with option 2.
Yeah, I think option number 2 seems correct.
Yeah, because he's the only Ford along with Sieg that is fast. So it must be the draft. Almost like a plate race here. Custer, I think he does not have anybody behind him, but the draft is still strong enough where he can still make a move. 5 to go on the stage. He's going to push AJ. Maybe going to scare him like Kevin Harvick 2011 Auto Club.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he's just trying to turn down the track, make his way to the inside off too, but looks like he's going to follow the 16 here for now.
Hey, well.
Right as I say that.
Watch the wind speed push them both on the racetrack and they wreck out and Ryan Sieg takes the lead. Oh, I thought it was actually going to happen. I was like, there's no way. Well, Cole Custer going to hang on the lead, but AJ, as I stated, gets momentum on the outside. I think he's not going to take the lead back at the line, but Custer's going to take it. Sammy Smith, Ryan Sieg side by side right behind him. 4 to go in stage number 2.
Yeah, AJ not going to go down without a fight here for stage 2. Custer had him off turn 4, but Allmendinger fighting back around the outside, but looks like Custer's going to have him off too here.
I realize something. If we go green from the end of stage 3 onwards, will we actually get a fuel mileage race?
Yeah, I think so.
They'll be able to make it. They should be able to. It'll be close, but especially with the laps that'll be run under caution after the stage, should put them anywhere from 37 to 38 to go. With the fuel window of about 44, 45 laps, they should be good.
Yeah, but it is important to note that none of the drivers made a pit stop at the end of stage 1, so we're going to be 60 laps No, they did make a pit stop on lap 3, so it's going to be 56, 57 laps on this tank of fuel. So
Yeah,
that
so
could be an issue.
They're going to have to pit here. Everybody's going to need to pit or they will not be able to make it to the end. Though we might see a couple of guys try to get some track position back.
Yeah, one thing I do want to mention about this series is that the pits do not close with 2 laps to go in the stage, so
Yeah, take
if
that.
these guys want to leapfrog them, pit at the end of the stage without losing a lap, I guess they could.
They'd have to be close enough to the front, but I think they could possibly make it.
Yeah.
Ty Gibbs is not being kind to Anthony Alfredo. These things have no downforce. You do not want to be riding on their bumper. They're going to get him loose. As you see, there's actually a bit of a split up in the pack because the draft is so strong. Riley Herbst is the last guy in this main pack. Shane Van Gisbergen way in the back. And Sammy Smith just, never mind. He held the momentum.
Yeah, we're going to be coming around to the final lap in stage 1. Looks like Custer, I don't think Allmendinger's going to be able to catch Custer.
As I stated, my bad.
Sorry.
All right. As I stated, with this car, it seems like as plate tracks, and even here because it's so fast, you need somebody on your bumper to give him an air push so you can make the move. It's AJ, he might full set him in the corner and kill him and his entire family, and I'm wrong. He's gonna set it up. Oh my God! No way.
The track there. And looks like Custer's going to make his way to the bottom.
Oh, he's going to pit.
He's
pitting. Custer's going to take it to pit road looking for late race success as AJ Allmendinger is going to win stage number 2 here at Michigan.
Who's going to join him?
Look at that. Chandler Smith up to the top 5. So the Toyota's making a comeback there at the end.
It might be a retarded question to ask, but do you have wave rounds and Lucky Dogs?
Yeah. But I don't think he'll be. I think he'll be able to stay on the lead lap here because we're at the end
I saw
of the
somebody. Sorry to interrupt. I saw somebody else was on pit road already.
That was JJ Yaley, who was already a lap down with damage.
Oh, never mind then. He can go screw off. Matt Benedetto went from 16th to 11th last time I saw him anywhere in the race. Josh Boyke. Wow. Okay, I forgot he existed. Yeah, as stated, 13 cars were in that main pack. 14th on down, pretty much in their own ball game, is pit stops. So I think Penn will be right. I think they can make it to the end. Because, if they pitted lap 3, ran that whole stage on that same set of tires and fuel, they can make it. There's no way.
Yeah, and we mentioned those Alpha Prime cars earlier. I think that was Brennan Poole in 16th there, Penn.
Yep.
Speaking of high wind speed, where I live right now, we have a high wind warning. So if I pass away, rest in peace.
Oh.
Not too bad, though. Don't worry. Not too bad, though.
Underway here. Anthony Alfredo saying his car feels really good. No changes on that car. Just going to be 4 tires and fuel. Same for Cole Custer. Or no, that was the same as Cole Custer, who came in on the last lap of stage 2.
Ryan Sieg having to wait in his box. Something wrong with that 39. A little bit slow on those tires. It's going to hurt him a lot here. He's going to lose quite a bit of track position. See Sammy Smith up 1. Ty Gibbs up 3 spots. Jesse Love up 2.
Yeah, horrible pit stop there.
AJ's not the leader. AJ not the leader. Cole Custer's the leader.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Right back.
Cole Custer pits at the end of stage 2. AJ Allmendinger takes over the lead, and he wins stage 2.
Enjoy.
Stuffed crust, buttery garlic spread. Little Caesars really stepped it up with their stuffed crazy crust.
They really jazzed it up. Yeah! They really plussed this crust up.
They really dolled it up.
Everyone out my house. How did y'all even get in here?
The housekeeper gave me a key.
Order stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back to Michigan. AJ Allmendinger winning stage 2, but Cole Custer gonna retake the lead here as we line up behind the pace car. Anything you want to say here, Jake?
It's going to be really close on fuel. I mean, Pem, pretty confident they can make it. Me, not so much. Unless we get another caution, then fuel mileage is thrown out the window. I'd like to see some fuel mileage because underdog teams always do well at fuel mileage races because they might have some of the smartest guys on their team. But here we go. 36 to go at the line. Green flag. I think AJ's going to give it the line.
Yeah, pretty even restart that time. Pretty disorganized there on the outside. Caught a couple cars popping out of line here.
Shannon Smith. Oh, that's all I gotta say, Shannon Smith. Oh, Jesse Love and Shannon Smith. Remember, those two have had history in the same race. And Jesse Love just doored him in 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think Chandler Smith is starting to get really annoyed with that 2 car.
AJ Allmendinger, the win, pushing him up. Ty Gibbs pushing him up into the 8. Oh, God.
Come out. Sammy Smith here, the lone JRM car left in the race.
Oh, yeah, right. Just the lead. 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 at Michigan at 210. They're gonna die.
Yeah, oh, they're 4 wide here.
They're gonna die.
4 wide, there's Ty Gibbs.
Oh, jeez, the two Toyotas into each other. Into the wall. They saved it, but Jesse Love, I think Jesse Love has a flat tire or something.
Caution's out.
All right.
I think there might be some debris down in turn 2.
Big chunk of debris off of them.
Yeah. Gonna race it back here. Sammy Smith. Gonna repeat the leader. Wickerman here up to second.
Well, we know one thing. There's gonna be a fist fight after this race.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, that's cool. I don't think Chandler Smith is going to use his own steel.
Yeah. Let's take a look here.
Looking back at the replay, Jesse Love, right behind the 19. He gets us. 4 wide. That was all Gibbs.
Yeah.
The 30.
Yeah, Gibbs kind of. Yeah, Gibbs really didn't have much of a place to go. He was kind of stuck there. See, goes a little bit too close to Chandler Smith, got into each other, and then Jesse Love tried to get away from it, but wasn't able to do so. But I don't think Chandler Smith's going to be too happy with the driver of the 19 or the driver of the 2.
But then again, the 2 was mainly because of the Benedetto. I literally saw the Benedetto door the 2 into the.
Oh yeah, not for this wreck, but we know they had some problems earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a great
81
day all
and
around
19
for
teammates there.
I'm bored here with Jesse Love. Yeah, you can just feel it right here.
Chandler Smith might have actually.
Yeah, it's right there.
I don't think the 19 moved very much.
All right.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Oh, and now we see. He checked up, and it's so slimy. Yeah. It's just driver error. Nobody to blame. It's just drivers.
Yeah, when you're 4 wide like that, there's just not much you can do.
Especially with the wind speed. And they're not done.
They brought the cars back to pit road. They'll get those cars fixed up if they can. And
they're not done.
Yeah.
They would have
get ready for the restart.
They would have disappeared if they were done. We'll be right back, though.
Getting to know you, getting to know
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels so good, you gotta try it. Like with our new $45 Silver Unlimited plan, now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes of hotspot data, all on America's best networks. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart and Walmart.com.
All right, we back for the show at Michigan. We're going to be 20 laps to go or something like that, I think.
ALT. if you're watching this race in 2030, you're the sponsor of the LTI Printing 200 in Michigan, your hometown.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know. Got 3 Chevrolets in the top 3, followed by a Ford and a couple more Chevrolets.
Chevy.
Yeah.
Wait.
30 laps to go.
Hey, no more Toyotas. They're gone.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There's no more Toyotas. Nemechek got lucky. And who didn't? Sammy Smith on that restart. Kligerman pulled out in front on the entry of turn 1, but Sammy Smith is going to reclaim the lead. AJ Allmendinger right behind him. Riley Herbst back there. Well, I knew he had a stroke. Herbst.
Big move there by AJ Allmendinger and Riley Herbst to the inside. I think I saw a little bit of 4 wide back there.
Oh, they're definitely
There's
wrecking
AJ.
it in the back. Herbst is going to turn that 16. No, he won it.
He's gonna.
He clipped him.
Oh man, he's so close there. Now he's gonna work his way to the inside.
Pam, anything you'd like to say here with 29 to go?
Well, it looks like Riley Herbst has finally found the speed again. He was really fast earlier in the race. Same with his teammate Cole Custer, but his Custer's kind of faded after making that early pit stop to try to get track position. You see Riley Herbst moving back to the front here. So SHR, 2 fast Fords here today.
Yeah, and 2 fast Fords out the front here as well. Ryan
I believe
Sieg
Sieg's
now
an
up to
affiliate,
second.
right?
Wait, is that Kyle Sieg back there? Yeah.
No.
It is.
Kyle
So a bunch of
Sieg.
fast Fords today.
Anthony Alfredo.
Kyle
Josh Ricky.
Kyle Sieg running 4th right now. It's the highest we've seen
Braxton
him.
ain't going to be happy with that.
Highest we've seen Kyle Sieg all day, qualifying 19th, but that car looks like it's gotten a lot stronger here as the race went on.
I mean,
it's been a tough season for him. 32nd, 29th, 25th. Yeah, only 2 finishes inside the top 30, but
That's an average
like he's
finish.
trying
It's an average finish of 31.2.
yeah, just been terrible for Kyle Sieg so far this season.
has the
but-
speed.
Hey, he's going to be up to 30 here, so win
He has
today
the
could turn his whole
speed.
season around.
Yeah, looking to turn his season
And
around.
look, if Cole Custer can get around the 16 here, we'd have 4
Don't go
Fords
too wide.
at the front.
He went
Oh,
too
we're gonna
wide.
go 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kyle
and it's-
Singh has speed. He just does not have the finish. As you can
Yep.
tell, Custer.
Yeah, and it is Ford's home race here in Michigan.
The commentator curse strikes again. He went too wide.
Yeah, Kyle Sieg there drifting up the
Jeremy
track.
Van Gisbergen, the driver that was outside the lead draft in the last stage, now up here. Nice. What kind of finish do you think we're going to see here? Do you think we're going to see somebody killing another driver just for a win?
I don't know, but with the way Stage 2 was, we saw those SHR cars really strong, so I mean, these guys are really going to have to work hard to catch that 98.
Oh, wait. I forgot. This is not the truck series. No, we'll see a clean race. Jeb Burton, I think Parker Retzloff was trying to do something there, but Jeb Burton wasn't having any of it. Then Kyle C going to fall down even farther. Shane McGizzard going to move up even farther. Sammy Smith led that restart. Soon to be outside the top 10. Very soon. Hey, Shayler Smith got involved in that wreck. Now he's getting his name back in the top 10. Ty Gibbs slowly moving his way through the field.
Yeah, pretty surprising there to see Chandler Smith working his way back up the pack. It was a pretty hard hit into the outside wall, so I don't know, those 2 JJR cars must have gotten pretty lucky there.
Yep. You see Herbst trying to break the draft. You see them moving up higher up the straightaway, but Sieg is chasing that thing. As stated, you need somebody on your bumper to make the move successful. You can get the car in front of you. You just can't pass it without that air push. That's just how Michigan is, baby. Other than that 550 BS.
And
But
Chandler
even then, you
Smith
can
is,
pass.
he is really cutting up through this field, almost back into the top 10. Seems like that 81 wasn't hurt a whole lot. We saw him hit the wall pretty flat, so I guess they were able to pull the fenders out and get that car back rolling.
Yeah, and they were able to put new tires on that car as well. These other guys have a heat cycle on them tires, but that 81 car on freshies.
One driver I'd like to give a shout out, David Starr. Congratulations. Great job.
Yeah, top 20.
AJ has, without AJ, he needs to push Ryan Sieg, and he just doesn't do it. I mean, I understand he probably doesn't think anybody has the speed to get Riley Herbst, or maybe he just thinks he's better. But if I were AJ, even if I think I was better than Ryan Sieg, I would just shunt him on that straightaway. Ryan Sieg would actually push him on the straightaway if AJ blocks. All right, yeah. Gonna try to give him a push. Cole Custer, same thing. Gonna give Ryan Sieg an arrow push. Parker Cleveland in tow. I think Ryan Sieg's gonna watch him a little bit. Cole Custer gonna make it even worse.
Yeah, but if you're Ford here, especially at Ford's home race, what do you want to push a Chevy to?
I mean, because that means you have a better chance to win, yes.
I mean, on the one hand, now Park Cookerman went way wide there, got in the fence. Now he's really slow, but I think he's got it back going. On the one hand, you know, with all the manufacturer alliance stuff we've seen, you probably don't want to help one out too much, but I doubt giving a small push down the straightaways here would be a big deal.
I mean, if I were a driver, I wouldn't care about manufacturer alliances. I'm going to go for this freaking win. I would push a Chevy or a Ford to the win, or even a Toyota, if it means I have better chance again.
Yeah, if I'm a driver, I just want to do anything I can.
And look at that. I see pushing him. I think he's going to the outside to cool his temps off. Another thing, he hit the wall.
Oh, he's in the fence a little, but it's going to run him wide.
I mean,
down
this
a lot.
Might be kind of a dumb thing to say because it's Michigan, not a plate track. But I think another thing is because the speeds are so high for Xfinity standards, maybe drivers are having temp issues. That's probably why they're not working together. Ryan Sieg tried pushing him, but instead of moving to the bottom, he instead moving to the top, way up high.
Terrible lap there for him.
Yeah, I don't know if he was trying something new, but whatever it is, it did not work.
Yeah, lost half a second that lap.
Might be kind of a dumb statement, but I think what he was trying to do was cool the engine off because it would not cool down. Listen to the radio. He said going to the outside and losing all that momentum, managed to put the car in clutch and cool the engine temps down so he can try pushing somebody if he gets a chance to with 20 to go. It's coming to 19.
Oh, so you think maybe he was trying to lower the RPMs there?
Yes. Everybody else on the front stretch always dives to the inside when they're pushing somebody. Ryan Sieg and Parker Litterman, they're the only ones that move to the top. And I think those are the two that are having engine issues right now because, as stated, Xfinity cars, they aren't built to withstand 210 miles an hour in Michigan. I wish they were, but like 190, 195 is max. They probably are not prepared for this.
Yeah, and now we want to highlight Jeb Burton here. Having a great run here in the top 5 at the moment. Been a pretty consistent season for him, coming off a season high of 13th, so riding a wave of momentum for that 27 car.
Yeah, and you know, with how much trouble we've seen a lot of the usual front runners have today. We had that big wreck early, took out some junior motorsports drivers, and then we've seen some other problems. You know, we've had John Hunter Nemechek have an engine failure, the 81, 19, and 2 get into some trouble. Austin Hill got into some trouble earlier. So it's really opened the door for a lot of these smaller teams to run well. We see Jordan Anderson Motorsports up here 5th and 6th. Having strong runs. You see just outside the top 10, we mentioned Kyle Sieg was up here. See David Starr, Brendan Poole. So some strong runs by some of the smaller teams today.
Burton.
Yeah, Jeb Burton got Jordan Anderson Racing's first win in the series last year at Talladega. See if he can make it happen again here.
Hey, look at that. He's pushing him. He's pushing.
Yeah, he's gapped his teammate here.
Yeah, look at how much time he gained at Custer. Look at that. One simple push and an arrow push. That just shows you how meaningful that is. If I were Ryan Sieg, I'd do the same thing. Looks like he's trying to break the draft there. I think he's going to push him out of the backstretch. I think he'll make the move, but on the front, though. If Cole Custer washes too wide like he's doing a little bit on entry, he's pushing. I checked up. I think Temp's got an issue again.
And that, or maybe he's just trying to give his teammate a push, or manufacturer teammate, I guess, a push here, trying to get up to AJ Allmendinger, trying to put Ford out front of Allmendinger so they could have a 1-2-3.
There's a couple Chevrolets here, side by side. Kligerman trying to defend that 7th place spot.
Oh, Chandler Smith ain't happy with Shane. I just saw him a whole mile away.
I don't think he's happy with anybody right now.
Not even happy with his spotter.
Yeah.
Kligerman to the inside of Retzlaff. Respect by Retzlaff there. Oh, he just bowed himself though, one of the marbles again. I know the wind is causing them to do that, but if you get marbles on your tires, you're just going to be slow for about a lap until you get those things off. As you see with them, Sammy Smith, I think he was trying to push him, but he didn't check up to get behind him. But then again, he would have lost momentum, so there really was no point in pushing him. Even then, I think it would have turned him. 15 to go. Will we see another caution, though?
I don't know. I think these guys have kind of just settled in line here. It might be these guys just riding in line until the end and just trying whatever they can to catch Riley Herbst here. As we see, Riley Herbst now has extended his lead to about 3.5 tenths of a second. I'd say it's time for a little bit of a crank it up.
Yeah.
Outside 27, bumper. Just outside here. Just outside. Just one outside. You're outside only, one outside only.
Going back around to complete lap 89 here. Riley Herbst maintaining his lead.
That's a kind of a douche move by the producers there to just not allow that white car to get his crank it up moment. Funny enough, they actually have formed a pack way behind anybody, really. Front four trying anything they can to catch up to Riley Herbst. They saw the Ryan Sieg try tucking it behind Cole Custer to push him, but just was already there, so he's just going to dive it down to his inside. Cole Custer going to let him have the spot, I think. But I'm going to be honest, I don't really know. Let's be a caution. I don't really know how you can pass that 98. He's fast. AJ really doesn't have anybody that's faster than him that can push him. Cole Custer and AJ are about even, and Herbst is just better because of clean air.
Yeah, the clean air is going to be a problem, but I think it's going to have to be Cole Custer. We've seen just how strong those SHR cars are. Remember, Custer tried to pit early, get off on strategy, but he had so much traffic to go through that Herbst was able to get back out front. From what I've heard, that they made an adjustment under the first stage caution for that 98. Didn't quite work out for him, lost some positions. They went back on that adjustment, and ever since then, he has been the fastest car here today. It's going to be a tough job trying to get around him.
Yep.
Yeah, Ryan Sieg has gone past Cole Custer here. But that's only for third. These guys want any chance at catching our leader, the 98 car, as we take a look at him here. Just looking so strong here in the final stage. Restarted back in, I believe, 16th. That's the lowest he was all day. Was pretty strong in qualifying, too. Qualified third.
Yeah, the only two cars that were faster than him in qualifying crashed out, I believe, on lap 2. So,
yeah,
it's had a pretty good, kind of took out his fastest competition. But, I mean, he was really running away with it towards the end here.
Yeah, up
Look at his,
9 spots since the restart. Right behind him, AJ Allmendinger running second. Just not quite strong enough to catch that.
He lost 600 there with 10 to go, coming to 9. This time he stayed stagnant. I don't know if AJ can get him. Ryan Sieg's kind of plateaued, and unless we have green-white checkers, I think if we get caution 5 laps to go, like they really need a caution now.
Yeah, I guess we're taking a look at some of these guys up at the front here. Oh, you can go ahead.
Okay. Ryan Sieg just kind of looking to improve on his best finish of the season so far. Currently running third, would be his first top 3 of the season, but he's going to have some work to do if he wants to win this race. Cole Custer, our Stage 1 winner, almost won Stage 2, but decided to go for a bit of a strategy instead. He rides in 4th, but under pressure from Parker.
Yeah, they're 49. Parker Kligerman trying to get around him, couldn't quite get the move done there, as now he's going to be under fire from Jeff Burton in the 27.
And Sammy Smith.
Yeah, Sammy Smith back there as well. We saw earlier with A.J. Allmendinger, the last couple finishes, 4th and then 2 5th-place finishes. I mean, 2nd probably isn't exactly where he'd like to finish, but shows that momentum is building for that 16 team. Have 4 top 5 finishes in a row if he can hold on.
It just like is beautiful to hear these things screaming around here. You know, 2014, you know, when NASCAR had that huge spoiler, they actually did a test at Michigan, unrestricted engines, topped out at 223, I believe, in a turn 1.
Yeah, not
the
quite.
same car with just less horsepower.
Yep.
And less downforce.
Yeah. I mean, downforce probably being a huge factor making them fast because, I mean, some of the drivers stated if that thing in 2014 had what they had in 2018 with that spoiler, they could have been hitting 230 in a turn 1. Not probably any faster because no downforce with that much horsepower means you have no security in the corners. It's back to your race here. Battle for 3rd. Looked like it was heating up, but Cole Custer lost the momentum. 4 to go this time. I don't know if AJ can get him.
Yeah, they're kind of running out of time here, I'd say. Ryan Sieg's going to have to start turning it up here if he wants to have any shot at kind of pushing the 16 up to the 98.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like AJ Allmendinger's been making much progress as we take a look here at the distance between the two. Yeah, just longer as they speed up, but in the corner it'll go down here as they slow down.
AJ's standing in the corner, but because of the dirty air being a teeny bit of an issue, ready to go this time.
Yeah, let's take a look at his telemetry here. Look how fast he goes.
Oh my god.
Go 5.
207. Brake, throttle. Brake, throttle. I think, yeah, you can see it is probably the dirty air because I think Riley Herbst's way faster in corners, but because of the draft, I mean,
hey, you can see Allmendinger, I think, closed in a little bit, but he had to get really far left of the 98. He's having to try to stay just far enough to the left that he has a little bit of air on the nose, but it's not really doing much.
Nope. Cole Custer and Ryan Sieg there. The only chance I see anybody beating the 98 is if he has a problem. You know, blown motor, fuel. I mean, I don't see fuel issues unless they really weren't saving under caution. It's only that.
Nah, they should be good. I think if he was having fuel concerns, he would have dropped back earlier, but seems like it's about nearly a 4/10 of a second lead. Custer still going after Ryan Sieg, but there's 2 more sets of corners here until we take the white flag. Riley Herbst started up front, took the lead early, fell back due to some strategy, a bad adjustment. He's fought his way back to the front here with some of the other Ford drivers. Been fast all day and has dominated this last third of the race as we take the white flag here from Michigan. One more time around for Riley Herbst.
Bad timing there for Custer and Sieg. You saw there, Custer shoved Sieg trying to get up there to AJ Allmendinger. I think Sieg is actually dragging the brake down the backstretch to get him a push, but dragged it too much. Sieg to the inside there, coming down the back.
Final time for turns 3 and 4. Riley Herbst is really coming into his own in this series, finally starting to live up to his potential, winning a lot of races. And race number 6 on the season here at Michigan goes to the driver, the number 98. Riley Herbst picks up his first win of the season.
What a performance.
Yeah, what an absolute ass whooping from 98 of Riley Herbst. Remember his win last year at Las Vegas? He had almost half a lap on the field. So whenever Riley Herbst wins, it seems like he really has a dominant race car here.
Yep.
You see, strong day all around for Ford. Ryan Sieg, a factory teammate, finishing 3rd place. Cole Custer, his teammate, 4th. So great runs here for Ford.
There's his teammate congratulating him.
can tell you one person who's not happy that he won. He's about to do a burnout here.
Yeah, Riley Herbst's going to come back around to the start-finish line and going to celebrate his win. And Riley Herbst, today's Sunoco dealing victories.
Man.
Yes, sir.
High
What a
speed.
performance by him. He absolutely dominated today. It's fast early, fast at the end. And nobody could touch him there in those final few laps.
They're trying to get that thing, just do a straight burnout. Now he's going to come back around. Man. Just think about it. Ryan Sieg, his spotter just chimed on the radio on the white flag, or coming to the white flag on the front stretch saying, how about you drag the brake and see where they get you with Cole Custer? Drag the brake, Cole Custer shoved him. Almost got AJ Allmendinger, but Sieg dragged it too much, and Custer nearly wrecked him on the backstretch. Ryan Sieg in Riley Herbst in victory lane.
Yeah, and he parked it perfectly there in victory lane after his burnout.
Hope he didn't hit anyone.
He's gonna celebrate here. As Riley Herbst takes the lead early in stage 3 and brings it all the way home to the checker flag. He wins in Michigan.
Ready? Mazda. Mazda. Mazda.
Choose more of what moves you in the new Mazda CX-70.
I'm bougie. I'm like $7 bougie.
The all-new $7 deal lovers menu at Pizza Hut. Choose your $7 faves 7 days a week.
Because it's only a deal if you love it.
No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here at Michigan, Riley Herbst, your winner in a dominant last third performance by the driver of the number 98. That will lock him into the playoffs. He was kind of close to the cut line, so great job for him there. So you see your finishing order there. AJ Allmendinger picks up second place, then two more Fords, Ryan Sieg, Cole Custer. Parker Kligerman sneaks into the top 5. Strong run by Sammy Smith, as well as both Jordan Anderson Motorsports cars, 7th and 8th position. Shane Van Gisbergen on an oval gets a nice top of 10 finish in 9th, and then Chandler Smith claws back to the top 10 after that late crash. Then we see some other notables. 11th place, Ty Gibbs clawed that back. Kyle Sieg with the top 15, needed that to turn his season around. Anthony Alfredo still brings home a top 15, but that team, you got to know that's not exactly what they wanted out of today. Only managing a 13th place finish.
One driver I'd like to talk about before we move on to the 25th on down. David Starr, 8 What a run. See the Joey Gase, Austin Hill, Jeffrey Earnhardt. Man, what a disappointing run for him. Cesar Baccarella, Patrick Emerling, JJ Ailey, Matt Benedetto, Nemechek, BJ McLeod, Jeremy Clement.
Nemechek, Allgaier, Jones, Creed, Gregson, Mayer, all in wrecks there. So looking for the JRM cars. 3 of them pretty bad finishes here. Have to hope to rebound them. Justin Allgaier has been involved in quite a few incidents recently, so it's not going to help him in the standings. You can see that puts him at 11th, only 43 to the good. See, Anthony Alfredo, Jeb Burton, good runs today, puts him right close to that cut line.
Yeah, Sam Mayer was over 100 points above the cut line after the last race, but he's lost well over 30 points here.
Yeah, Austin Hill still leads. Sheldon Creed. Actually, I'm going to be honest, I did not see Sheldon Creed at all today.
Yeah, he was involved in that first race.
Oh yeah, my bad.
We had some pretty familiar tracks until this point.
Oh, what is that? Do I see a Circuit de Spa for next race?
Yes, sir.
Spa. Myrtle Beach is back from the dead.
Yep. And then 5 flags there for the first time. Pocono, Bristol, Watkins Glen, Daytona, all of those tracks going to be wild cards to decide who gets into.
Yeah, what a day for that 98 team. Strong run for him. Home win for Ford. great day there for that 98 team. A lot of momentum going forward, locked into the playoffs. That dominant win here today. For the next race, we'll see you all at Circuit de Spa as we venture off to Europe. I'm sure that'll be a great race there.
Yeah, it's the first time the Xfinity Series is going to head over to Europe. That's a race that every team has circled on their schedule. So it'll be very interesting to see what kind of shenanigans are going to go on here, as it was a great race here today at Michigan. Very competitive.
Oh, yeah.
But final stage, Riley Herbst just absolutely dominating. Nobody could catch him. And he takes home the checkered flag. See you next week at Belgium. And hopefully you'll be there to see it.